Good morning, Nekoosa High School staff and students. Today is Friday, May 21st. Today we will be looking at three different segments, one by Hunter Lochner, one by Paul Kennedy, and one by myself. There are many different clubs that students can join here at Nekoosa High School. Today I will be looking at the National Honor Society. I interviewed National Honor Society advisor and teacher, Mr. Strelo, who gave me an overview of the National Honor Society. I also interviewed current member Daniel Harnish to see what event was his favorite and what he learned while he was in National Honor Society.
And National Honor Society is open to juniors and seniors. And in order to be able to be eligible to apply, you have to have at least a 3.75 grade point average or higher, be actively involved in the community and community service. So if you love doing community service and helping out other people, and you have that GPA of 3.75 or higher, you're eligible to apply. This year we did the Project Snowflake, where we made the snowflakes for the Nekoosa court. Every year we go through and do the Day of Caring, which is when we go out and with United Way rake leaves. The big event that we do as our annual fundraiser is the Chili for Charity. All the students go through and put in a ton of work to get prizes for bingo normally. This year we had to set up a website and sell the chili that way. That's one of the main things that we go through and do. Haunted hallways, and there's various other events that we go through and do throughout the year. The National Honor Society is based off of 4 key pillars, and those 4 pillars that we look for in the application process are: number 1, scholarship, which is part of that 3.75 GPA or higher. Number 2 is character, so going through and being a good student, a good citizen in Nekoosa. Number 3 is leadership, so being able to lead your classmates, lead your teammates, just and whatever you go through and do, be a leader. And the last thing is service. So going through and putting out giving your time back those are the 4 big things that the National Honor Society is built on.
My favorite event in National Honor Society is probably Chili for Charity. Just because of the atmosphere that we had, especially my junior year when we had more people, didn't have to worry about COVID and all that. It was a fun time with bingo and handing out prizes. I learned the importance of community and getting involved with your community, and that has helped me for when I get to college to get involved with the community there.
Thank you, Mr. Strelo and Danny, for taking the time out of their day to be interviewed by me. I've been in National Honor Society for the past year. I've learned that it's very important to keep working inside your community and always keep your grades up. Now on to Paul.
Good morning, everybody. For my segment today, I'm going to be telling you about the Nekoosa Swiftwater Trail System. Nekoosa has a large selection of public areas, parks, and open spaces that are available to the public. Currently, I'm standing on Humpkey Hill, which is one of the more popular trails in Nekoosa that is located in between the high school and the elementary school. The Swiftwater Trails Group goals has been to provide new trails and recreational areas to be explored by the people of Nekoosa. With this, I have spoke with a former teacher and a friend of the Swiftwater Trail System, Jeannie Peterson, to find out what they have in store.
First question is, how long have you been a part of the Swiftwater Trails Group?
I've been a part of the Swiftwater Trails Group for a little over a year now, but I know some of the other members have been doing this for 3-4 years.
The next question is, what is your favorite trail?
My favorite trail is probably Lynn Creek Trail. It's a little newer to me. It was established about 4 years ago, but I do have my memories on Humpkey Hill Trail and also here in the Nell.
Which trails need the most work, or what are some future plans for the Swiftwater Trails?
Well, I think that's why we're so active. Some of these trails were built in the 90s, and we're just trying to upgrade them. The bridge down on the lower Nell here needs work, and we're hoping to fix that. But we also want to put a boardwalk and a pond observation deck on Humpkey Hill Trail, and that will take a lot of work. Our turtle here needs some work, some landscaping and some new concrete. So there's work to be done. We're also putting up trail markers so that people in the community notice it, get out here, feel comfortable. The educators in our schools will bring the kids out here for riding or hiking or experiencing all there is in nature.
Thank you, Mrs. Peterson, for taking the time to interview. Now let's learn a little bit about the thought process the group goes through while building the trails with an interview from the Nekoosa Director of Public Works, Rick Schmidt, provided by Eric Peterson.
Here we are, part of the Lynn Creek trail system, and right behind me is a large culvert that we recently replaced here in the past year as part of not only developing of the trail system, but also getting access to this part of the trail system back here. This is a large culvert, and it's carrying a lot of water today through Lynn Creek. And when we take a look at these type of trail systems, we have to make sure that we're crossing the wetlands and protecting not only the wetlands and the marsh area around it. So a lot of thought goes into what size culvert and how you're going to protect it from erosion in the future. It's just one example of looking at development of trails and what we need to do to protect people and the environment as well.
Thank you, Mr. Peterson, for allowing me to use your interview. As I said before, Nekoosa has a lot of opportunities for recreational activities in the area. When we take a look at the recreational map, we can see all the areas that Nekoosa has to offer. Some parts, of course, are better known, for example, Riverside Park bordering the river on the eastern part of the town, and to the northwest we have the newer Lynn Creek open area that has become very popular over the years that has been around. The map provided is outdated, but if you want access to it, it is linked in the description below. Over the coming years, the group is going to need help. We do not have a lot of information about this at the given moment, but things like new birdhouses and bat houses are going to have to be built, and things such as fixing up the turtle and working on new areas of the Lower Nell. Overall, the Swiftwater Trail System is an amazing part of our town, and we have to thank the group members for everything they do. That's all I have for today. Now on to Hunter with his segment.
Thank you, Paul. Now for my final segment, I interviewed Mr. Plummer and Mr. Young. Mr. Young is going to be the new tech ed teacher this year. This is what they had to say in their interview. What did you do before coming to Nekoosa High School?
I went to school at Mishcot High School. From there I went to University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I majored in ag and technical education. I've worked at a deer dealership and currently in residential construction.
What classes are you going to teach here next year?
I'll be teaching 2 ag classes, a construction class, website design, publications, and then 2 middle school classes.
What are you most excited for next year?
Really excited to start teaching, wrapping up student teaching and being able to get in the school district and have my own classroom.
Why did you choose Nekoosa High School?
I'm really excited to see the growing program and being able to join that, as well as being able to teach a little bit of ag on the side.
What do you do in your free time?
I really enjoy water sports, snowmobiling, and then ATV racing as well.
You could have one superpower. What would it be?
If I could fly, it'd be awesome.
Why did you choose Mr. Young?
Well, he has a really good background in both technology education as well as agriculture. I think he's going to be someone who can really expand our course offerings, something that we started this year, and really bring it out to a nice broad spectrum and get a lot of kids interested in technology, agriculture. We're starting some automotive stuff, starting to dip into that too, and I think he'll be a really good support system for that.
What new classes is he bringing in?
He's going to be bringing in Intro to Agriculture, Computer Science Discoveries, Small Animal Nutrition, and Large Animal Nutrition, things like that. I know there's one more, but I can't remember right off the top of my head. So.
And what are you most looking forward to with him being?
I'm looking forward to having another person in this area that can help spark some interest in different fields that we've all been a part of. I think he's going to bring a unique perspective. He's just coming out of college. He's been a student teacher, still is until June 2nd. So I think fresh pair of eyes is going to be a good thing for the whole school.
Thank you to the tech ed teachers, Mr. Young and Mr. Plummer. Thank you for your time. Now on to the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For birthdays, we have two on Saturday, Lucas Allison and Andrew Bedell, and on Sunday, Mrs. Gildenzoff. Today for sports, we have softball at Columbus at 5 o'clock. Are you looking to gain experience in healthcare? Our House Senior Living in Wisconsin Rapids is looking for residential care assistants to help residents with day-to-day activities. Applicants must be 18 years of age. See Mrs. Kreider for more information. Summer school registration is available. Courses include creating foods typically sold in a food truck, use a cricket, gain strength and speed, learn to water ski, learn to sew, play and learn a variety of tabletop games, including Pokemon, Magic, The Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, Settlers of Cotton, Risk, Chess, and many more. Credit recovery and school to work credits. Thank you all and have a great Friday and weekend.